Hi everybody, I'm Suze Orman and you are watching the Suze Orman Show. I just want to come to you right before we start the regular Suze Orman Show and talk to you about the happenings of this week. Now I will be the very first to tell you this has been a crazy, crazy week. But I want to say to you, please don't panic. We have gotten through so much already. Now is not the time for you to make moves that will actually hurt you more in the long run just because you don't know what to do. I want you to think about this. We have already gotten through Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Washington Mutual, Wachovia, Merrill Lynch, Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, AIG. We have gotten through a lot and we're going to get through a lot more. But it isn't about what they're doing out there. It's about what are you doing with your own money. So the very first thing I want to say to you is listen to me. For those of you who have money in a money market, a savings account, I want you to stop worrying. Do you hear me? Stop worrying. Your money is absolutely 100% safe and sound as long as you have your money insured by the FDIC. Now, how do you know? Listen, you can go to myfdicinsurance.gov. You can answer the questions there, and you will know if your money in banks is insured or not. Credit unions, the exact same thing. As long as you know that your money is insured under the NCUA, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. All it takes is for you to make a phone call or go online and check to make sure that the amounts that you have in your accounts are under what's needed in order to be safe and sound. You know, I was talking to Sheila Bair, the chairman of the FDIC, the other day, and we were actually saying that if your money happens to be in a bank that's been taken over, you're actually safer than all the other banks. Why? Because it's already happened and now your money is safe and sound. So do not panic. You are not to take money out of bank accounts. It will be the biggest mistake that you make. Don't put your money under the mattress. Most money is not insured if something happens for over $200 for your home insurance. So you are asking for a lot of trouble. So can you calm down and first of all, just get that. Next, what I think you really need to understand is you're asking me, should I take money out of my 401k? Oh God, Suze, I'm watching the market go down and down and down. I'm just going to take all of my money out of my retirement account, out of my 401k. What are you thinking? If you withdraw money from your 401k and you're not of age, in most cases 59 and a half or older, you're going to not only pay ordinary income taxes on this money, you're also going to pay a 10% penalty on that money. If you're nervous, you don't know what to do, you don't withdraw money from a 401k, you just simply sell your investments within your 401k and let it sit in a money market account within your 401k or make other investments with it, but don't withdraw money out of a 401k or any other retirement account for that matter. Should you be selling your investments here and going into safer investments? That depends, everybody. Again, please listen to me. If you have 10, 20, 30, 40 years till you need this money, and you are continuing to dollar cost average where you take an amount of money every month and you invest into your retirement account, can you just stay put? Can you continue to do that? I don't care how much the market goes down. The more the market goes down, the more shares your dollars buy, and in the long run, you will be great. However, if you are older, you need this money. You need this money and nothing else can happen to it. I'm so sorry to say you never should have been in the market to begin with money that you need, that should have been safe and sound, and you need to sell here. Now, is it possible that the market will continue up and go a lot higher? Sure, it can. It's also possible that anything can happen and it can go back down. For those of you who have large sums of money, I don't care whether it's $1,000, $5,000, $50,000, every one of you has a different amount that's a large sum, and you don't know what to do with it, and you're thinking, should I invest it right here and now? Are you kidding? You absolutely should not. Am I clear about that? Wait to see what happens. Now, I know as I said before, a lot has happened this week. However, we are not out of the woods. You have got to make sure that credit clears, that everything is going like it should, not just for this week, but for many, many weeks and months to come. So please just keep that money safe and sound. Now you may be sitting there thinking, but Susie, I still don't understand. How does all of this really affect me? Why should I care about this credit crisis? I don't know. I'm not buying a car. I'm not buying a home. I'm not selling a home. I don't have to worry about getting a loan. So why do I care that we are having a credit crisis in the United States of America? Please, again, I am asking you to listen closely to me because everything really does affect you, whether you know it or not. Most of you have credit cards, and most of you probably have a limit of about $5,000 on your credit card. And most of you probably have used the majority of that limit. You've charged $3,000 or $4,000 on that credit card, and when the bill comes in every month, you simply pay the minimum payment or maybe just a little bit more. But those credit cards are issued to you from banks, credit card companies, got it? They are lending you money, so to speak. When you go in and you use a credit card, they're the ones lending you that money in the hopes that at the end of the month, you are going to pay them back. Because they are afraid that you're not going to be able to pay them back because there isn't enough money in the system. They are actually closing down your credit lines. So let's say you have that credit line for $5,000 on your credit card. You've used $3,000 of it. You have $2,000 open, but you don't read your mail. You haven't seen that you got a notice that said they took away your $2,000. And now you go and you take that and you charge gasoline. You go out to dinner. You use it, and it comes back and it says you are denied. Why? Because you don't have any more available credit. And you may say, okay, I get that. But then how does that hurt you? Remember me always talking about your FICO scores? And remember me telling you that 30% of your FICO score, your credit score, is made up of your debt, what you owe, to your credit limit ratio. When they close down your credit lines, they are actually decreasing the amount of credit, your credit limit that these credit cards have extended to you, which actually increases your debt, what you owe, to your credit limit. When your debt to credit limit ratio increases, your FICO score decreases. When your FICO score decreases, that eventually affects what many of you pay on your car insurance premiums. Those start to increase. So everything is affected by what's going on out there in the United States, whether you know it or not. So again, what do I want you to do? I don't want you to panic. I want you to call your financial advisors and make sure that your money is absolutely safe and sound. If it's in a money market account, a credit union, a savings account, or go online and make sure you're within the insured limits. I want you to start getting yourself out of credit card debt. I want you to continue to invest in your 401ks, especially up to the point of the match, as long as you have time on your side. I want you to continue to invest little by little every month, as long as you have time on your side in Roth IRAs and things like that. And I want you to understand that this problem is very, very real. I want you to understand that we have all got to stop doing things today that are going to ruin your tomorrows. Too many of you are still spending money and buying things that you want rather than things that you need. You're still going out to eat at restaurants. Now is the time to save money. Now is the time to make sure that you're in control of your life. No matter what happens out there, all that I really care about at this point of time now is you. So please, we can change this around, but it's all going to start with you and your behavior, all right? So now, let's really go to the Suze Orman Show.